Star Wars, The Power of the Force toy line was released by Kenner in 1995 for the second time because they did it previously in 1985. It was the first Star Wars toy line in 10 years, and the fans bought them up faster than the main villain of the sequel trilogy can get cut in half. Yikes. These boxes came with a graphic design of the vehicle in action on the front and highlights of the features on the back. The other four sides match the front graphic entirely. Your offer to join the Star Wars fan club could only be accomplished by mail or phone number. Nothing says old like predating the internet. Other available vehicles were advertised on the bottom left to sell you still yet more toys. But what exactly came inside this box? Hello and welcome back. I'm Jeff W. Roche, also known as The Man Strikes Again, or TMSA for short. And in this video, we're going to unbox this Star Wars X-Wing. That's good Star Wars right there. It is always such a trip to me to stop and consider that this was packaged in 1995. This is the year 2026. That's 05, 15, 25, 31 years. This has been in this box waiting for me to open it. It's like it's my destiny to unbox this X-Wing. Maybe you could say I'm the Indiana Jones of unboxing. You may, if you follow this channel, there is a previous unboxing of this TIE Fighter. Maybe you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. So this is the back of the box, and here we have our Power of the Force Luke Skywalker getting ready to take flight. Here he is inside. Here's the landing gear, so on and so forth. So 30 years later, it is time. Factory sealed tape being cut for the first time. Can you believe it? Can you feel it? Me neither. Just kidding. I can totally feel it. And there it is. 30 years later. As a bonus for this shot, we're going to open the flap. And there's cardboard. And an 800 number that's probably defunct. Contents of box being removed for the first time ever. If I can get my hands around it, jeez. More cardboard. Is anybody surprised? I'm not. According to this print, it was upside down, so I flipped it. And if you can't read that, it says parents cut plastics, wrap, and discard, which means they assumed this would be opened and assembled by an adult, not a kid, an adult who was a parent of somebody. Should I feel offended by that? Because I do. Well, I am an adult. I don't have any kids. So this wasn't for my kid. It was for me. Hey, look, there's more tape. And then there's my X-Wing! Ah! My lord. All this darn tape. Welcome to Jeff's X-Wing unboxing video featuring him cutting more tape than anticipated. They really wanted to make sure this thing didn't get loose or slide around. Ta-da! So the most immediately noticeable thing here that you may recall if you watched my TIE Fighter unboxing, was that I opened the TIE Fighter expecting assembly and decals, only to find that there was basically none of that. And here we have this bag with decals and our groovy Star Wars blueprint. Groovy, baby. This is essentially the same thing that was in the TIE Fighter box. A blueprint. A blueprint. It's a really rad blueprint, and it brings out my extra inner nerd when I see these, because this is like a bonus for the kids, you know, the 1995 kids who are now well into their adulthood. But I see this and I'm like, yeah, they thought extra on my account. This is frame worthy and hang worthy. That's probably not what I'll do with it, but still. And then we have assembly directions. One page is for decals, and the other page is for assembly and batteries. It takes 2 batteries. Oh, and we have the cannons. These are the, I want to say photon torpedo, but I think that's Star Trek. I don't know much about Star Trek. I like Star Trek, okay? No disrespect to Star Trek. No disrespect to the Trek. Live long and prosper, and may the force be with you. We can all get along. But these are the cannons that blow up the TIE Fighters. They went real extra with the tape. Like, they really didn't want this to get loose or damaged, which actually it's a good thing if you think about it. So there it is. No decals, no torpedoes, no pilot, but that be my X-Wing right there. So now I have to complete the assembly. Before we go any further in this assembly nerd situation, here are some POV money shots for you, the viewer, of this TIE Fighter, fresh out the box. No decals, no, got a little cockpit here, no pilot, but, and if you flip it over, it's got some dirt. I guess that's supposed to be dirt, because you know, Luke's been flying low over the sands of Tatooine and such, and there's your R2, because you can't go to Dagobah without your R2. And, you know, I have Siri, and Siri's my navigator. I'd rather have R2. I really would. So, anyway, there you go. I mean, it is clean. And there's the front. There's the back. Just got to imagine the coming out of it, you know? And that's not complete yet, but when it comes out the box, before you do anything else, that's what it looks like. This decal blueprint shows 35 different decals. On this corresponding sticker sheet are 35 stickers. Some of the stickers are very small. So that's my bad eyesight and OCD versus this sticker sheet. So if you're watching this video and you might want to buy these, you might want to buy this yourself. Just remember that the some assembly required part means decal madness. Look how far we've come together. We have a fully decaled. This sticker is not sticking. It's going to drive me crazy. I might have to put glue on it. Otherwise, we have a fully decaled X-Wing, and that went pretty well. Stickering it went very well, but we're not done yet. We have some directions here, which tells us to take these here laser cannons with this tape and to fix them. And they're all like exactly the same. They don't snap on too easy, it turns out. Oh yeah, by the way, they're called laser cannons and not torpedoes. So, photon torpedo, Star Trek. Laser cannon, Star Wars. Patented pending, of course. If anything, George Lucas owes me money for doing this. Or is it Kathleen Kennedy? Or is it Dave Filoni? I can't keep up anymore. So now we have our laser cannons. It's looking more and more like the X-Wing that you know and love. Squeeze and lift cockpit hatch to open. Cockpit will hold most Star Wars figures. That's not, it may have been true in 1995, it ain't true now. And I don't have one, so. Anyway, the cockpit opens, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we have to, this is what it says, you ready? Have an adult use a screwdriver to pry open the battery compartment door. Good thing I happen to be one of those. So now we're going to have our adult take our screwdriver and open our hatch. I don't have kyber crystals, but I do have double A's from Amazon. Okay, it says, press on R2-D2 to open wings and hear a fly-by engine sound. Here's the moment of truth. Are you ready? It doesn't work. Press the blue button to retract wings. Press sound button on bottom of vehicle with the wings closed to hear laser firing effects. It does not work. Son of a... Darn it. It's been in this box for 35 years, 30, 95, 31 years, sealed, never played with, never opened, nothing, and doesn't work. Now, I can tell you that electronic toys are not made to last a long time. I think they're made to last about 10 years. So this is more than 10 years old, but it's also brand new. So it's a bit of a letdown. Thank you so much for that. Hasbro, Kenner, Lucasfilm, whoever, somebody's to blame here. It's not me. But the good news is it still looks really dope. And honestly, I've had this a long time. I've been to so many cons and so many toy stores, I don't even know like where I got this from. If I did, I'd shout them out. I certainly don't blame them for it. But anyway, at least this part works because it's not electronic. Press the R2 head, we get the Are you with me? Can you feel it? Because I feel it. I'm ready to go up against the Death Star by myself right now. And then this shuts them. And then we have our one landing claw, one foot of landing gear. And we get this out of the way, I guess, like this. And we set it down. And there you go. We have our complete, unboxed, decaled, batteries installed, though it didn't do anything. Power of the Force X-Wing toy. The Star Wars X-Wing Rebel Alliance Starfighter. First introduced in the original Star Wars movie in 1977, now known as Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Famously piloted by Luke Skywalker in that very movie to destroy the original Death Star. The main starfighter ship flown by members of the Rebel Alliance in the original Star Wars trilogy to fight space battles against the Empire, perhaps second in iconography to only the Millennium Falcon. This starfighter has been a recognizable, iconic part of pop culture for almost 5 decades. Hope you had as much fun watching this video as I had making it. I'm Jeff W. Roche, also known as The Man Strikes Again, and thank you so much for joining me from a galaxy far, far away.